Hello and welcome back to PERISNO 1.4.5. Now, we are having a bit of a problem, and I'm going to show you that right now. I have 0 in cash. Yes, I have 0 in cash for a very good reason. I've been buying a lot of land in a variety of different towns, and I have also just undertaken a caravan run, and I'm actually very much hoping that this is going to give me a pretty significant amount. As you can see, there you go, we are going to be getting another 52,000 right here. So what I'm actually going to have to do straight away is go here and pay off our debt. Actually, wait a minute, wait. Okay. Ooh, it doesn't seem like there is any debt to pay, even though it did say that I have some debt to pay. So not sure what's going to happen with that. Hopefully it's going to be working out for us quite nicely here. As you can see, we are, I suppose, going to have the debt be, taken away from the previous week's problem, and the next week is going to solve that issue. Anyway, there is a tournament currently running here. I would love to be able to win the tournament. Oh, well, let's just say that it's going to be highly unlikely I'll be able to win this, because it is, indeed, once again, a Giants tournament. And as we know, Giants are pretty difficult to deal with, at least for me. But who knows? Maybe I'm going to be able to do something here. Maybe I'll be able to at least kill a couple of people. This guy is incredibly difficult. Okay. He's got some super strong abilities. As you can see, he has a really good proficiency right there. And that's it. That is all she wrote. This is a very common thing for me in PERISNO. Don't know why, but I always have huge problems in the tournaments. But maybe it doesn't matter so much. Probably doesn't matter that much, does it? Anyway, we're just going to be buying some more land here, and we're going to go into the tavern because I'd like to do another caravan run. Yeah, now someone did mention that Allendale is a very good medic. I know this. Thank you very much for reminding me if I had forgotten. I do know that he's a really good medic. However, the medic that I currently have available in my army is doing very well. Very well in regards to their levels and their upgrades and things like that. So I'm kind of surprised and actually very pleased that he's been leveling up so nicely. And I actually wanted to show you this screen, so when next it popped up, I was going to show you this, and this is exactly what we're doing here. So you could see here we have a pretty significant amount of different assets available. Unfortunately, not really doing that well in some places, but that's fine because it is passive income. It is eventually going to be giving us a wonderful payoff. But you can see here, my wages are pretty staggering at the moment because, as you might expect, if you have a bunch of companions that have amazing amounts of trainer skill, which indeed I believe 2 of them actually do, they are very difficult to, deal with. But otherwise, okay, so here we go. We've got our, very heavy body armor. Okay, we have our mercenaries here, or our people that we have hired a bunch of time ago, and I'm very much hoping that we'll be able to maybe give them something amazing. I actually think this is probably the best that they're going to get. I don't really know about that, but yeah, okay, so there we go. Heavy headwear. We're just going to go for something that looks relatively similar to this. Paladin's helmet. Okay, sure. Sounds relatively good. And otherwise, get some gloves. We'll go for... Well, I kind of want the plate. We'll go for the plate because that kind of looks a little bit better. And we'll go for the footwear as well here. Probably go for the plated greaves. There we have it. And now we can probably go for something amazing. So I'm talking about we can go for, well, not two-handed probably, but we're going to go for a one-handed, maybe a one-handed axe? Maybe a one-handed axe or something like that. I'm not sure whether that's actually going to be that good, because I'm kind of wanting piercing damage for our people, if at all possible. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll probably have to go for maces, to be honest. We'll probably have to go for maces if we want high penetration values. So something like this, for example. Heavy hammer, plate crusher, the god of amber mace. I seem to remember this being really good, so why don't we use that? That seems quite fun, doesn't it? And then otherwise, apart from that, a knightly shield, Huskarl's round shield, to go for the Huskarl's round shield. That sounds relatively good. And you can see here, look at this. Our gear quality estimation is still average, which is actually not terribly bad. That's pretty good in my opinion. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to leave it like that. We have a bunch of companions that have leveled up. As I said before, we have one companion that has 10 in trainer skill and another one that has 9 in trainer skill. And then there's a bunch of others that obviously have trainer skill, I assume, with smaller amounts. But that all stacks, you see. That all stacks, and that all makes a massive amount of difference. And as you can see here, we have 7 in first aid, 7 in surgery, and 7 in wound treatment, which is amazing. So very much hoping that we'll be able to get him looking real nice here, because he's obviously going to eventually have, 10 in all of those skills. I did actually get him some equipment as well, by the way, as you can see right here. Did buy him some equipment. It cost me a total of 5,000 or something like that. Really, really cheap. And we're just going to be leveling up these guys as well, basically just trying to get them as much survivability as possible. That is the name of the game here, because we really don't want them to just run into a battle and get themselves immediately eliminated. Obviously, that is highly unlikely for that to happen, because they are generally going to be very hard to kill. They've got some great armor on. I mean, we know that. We've seen that multiple times, time and time again, where I go into a battle and these guys are just way too hard for me. And I'm talking about anyone that has a similar stat line. But yeah, anyway, this is what I've currently got going on here with my own stats. You could see here that they're not that good. No, they're not that good. However, we do have 7 in trade, which is really, really nice for our caravan missions, of course. And we are, of course, now going to be leveling some more strength, because I'm thinking strength is going to be really, really handy for us as we go forward here. I'm going to try to go for some more one-handed weapon proficiency as well. And you can see here, this is actually the mace that I wanted to use, but I did purchase another mace. Now, this is a two-handed / one-handed weapon, so the main problem for me right now is assuming whether I can even use this properly, because, of course, two-handed / one-handed, it's going to be a bit slow. That's the main problem there. That's going to be a pretty big issue. Ooh, Onishi was spotted near Azure Keep. Okay, we might have a little bit of a problem with that. So I'm going to have a quick look-see here and see what happens, because... Is that me? No, wait. Okay, there we go. There I am. Okay, I was in the trees for a second there. Okay, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful here, because as far as I'm aware, I think Onishi is going to be aggressive to us, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's just an advanced scout or something like that. We'll see. It's been a long time since I played Prisoner, so I'm of course not really remembering all of the allegiances and all of the various alliances and betrayals and things like that can happen over the course of the game. So let's be a little bit careful as we get closer to Azure Keep. I'm going to assume the Geldarians are not too pleased with Onishi being close by, but I mean, look at the Geldarian armies. If they are aggressive, shouldn't be too bad to deal with them. But yeah, anyway, my main hope for this episode is to invest into a bunch of enterprises, because a lot of people have said to me, oh yeah, you should probably get some enterprises. That's going to be a really nice foundation for your economy. And so I'm thinking, okay, why not? Why not? I have no idea which ones to go for, but I'm going to be really looking forward to checking that out. Anyway, Thrak is over there. 141,000. Yeah, there we go. Thanks very much for 141,000. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Let's go into the Guildmaster here. Let's see if we can actually buy... Oh, no, you hate me. Okay, these guys don't really like me that much. Okay, well, that's kind of sad. Thrak, how much are you, sir? You're only 7,500. Can I... yes, I can get him. Okay, very nice. Let's do a caravan run. Only 6,000. Okay, not a big fan of that. We're going to just wait a little bit of time here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to start the caravan mission. Then we'll make our way over. I'm actually wondering, can we even enter Azure Keep as a town, or is it a castle? That's the thing. Is it quantified as a castle, or is it actually a town which you can sell out? I'm actually not entirely sure. Anyway, we're going to take 10,000 here. Not really the best thing, but we'll do that just because I want to get on with it, you know. I want to get on. All right, let's go over to Zurkeep. No. This is actually indeed a castle, so we're not able to utilize the marketplace or anything like that here. So instead, I will go over to Fornyan, and we'll see what's going on there. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to buy an enterprise, of course. I would like to buy an enterprise. But apart from the fact that we want to buy enterprises, I would also like to become a vassal, if we can. Oh, really? You hate me this much? What? Why does he not like me? Oh, yeah, we need 5, don't we? Don't we need 5 or something like... Okay, do you have a job? Particularly troublesome bandits. Okay, I'll hunt down those bandits. Sure. Okay, where are the bandits? There? There are the troublesome bandits. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm currently doing a caravan mission, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be fast enough to be able to even, you know, catch up to these guys. Seems like they're pretty slow, actually, surprisingly enough. What? Why were they so slow? I actually wonder whether the developers have changed that. Because in the past, it was absolutely impossible to catch up to these guys. So I'm wondering whether they've changed it to make it just that little bit better. For people like me who take the caravan mission and then try to, you know, murder a bunch of bandits. Yeah, because they're obviously going to be way too fast normally. Anyway, hopefully I'll be okay here. I am actually intending, with my new money situation, to get some upgraded gear for Bruce specifically. Because obviously, as it is right now, he is looking pretty terrible. You know, he's not got some... He's got some pretty light armor, let's just say that. So it would probably be a good idea for me to try and do that. For some reason, experiencing a little bit of a frame rate issue whenever I go around them like that. Not sure why that's happening, but whatever the case, let's just try and get as much experience as possible. Amusingly enough, my experience has primarily been gained by our trainer skill. Because obviously, if you get Dietrich and you get Marcus, you get both of those guys in your party, you're going to have an absolutely wonderful time with pretty much anything, you know, because your trainer skill is just going to skyrocket like no one's business. Anyway, update, so here we go. What we can actually do is we can make it so that everyone upgrades their armor automatically, everyone upgrades their horse automatically, and so on and so forth. I'm not sure whether I really want to do that, to be honest, but what I will do is we will update Agner. I'm thinking we'll update Agner, and maybe we'll get a shield for Zyra, maybe a one-handed weapon as well for her, and she can also upgrade her armor, because these guys are not particularly good at the moment. Everyone else is looking really, really fine. I don't think they really need to worry about anything else here, so we're just going to do this. Let our heroes select. They took nothing at all from this, because of course they're not going to take anything from it, are they? Ah, yes. There's just such little quality here because, of course, you know, they're bandits. Of course, they're bandits. Okay. So we're just going to do that. There we go. And did we complete the task? Yes, we did. Okay, fantastic. So we completed that. So now we can go back to the Guildmaster. We can say that we completed the task. And then he can say to us, oh, you are not ever going to be able to buy land. Ah, there we go. Okay, we actually do get this. And what I really love about this as well is that they're telling us exactly how much we're going to make every single week from these enterprises, which is exactly what I want to see. I don't want to have to click through all of this stuff, so that's a lovely quality of life improvement, and I absolutely adore that. Okay, so we're going to be going for a Weavery and Dye Works right here. It's going to cost us 18,000, but it's going to be worth it in the end, I suppose. Anyway, so it seems like what we're going to have to do is we'll have to do a bunch of tasks in the meantime to try and maximize our overall relation gain with the various towns in the area as well. It seems like that is a necessity, unfortunately enough. And what we should probably do is take a look at Thrak, because he is a new companion to me. I don't believe we've ever seen him before. He doesn't have any party skills to speak of at the moment. However, he does have 52 strength. Yes, he has 52 strength, and that means that he's actually going to be able to spec in things like Iron Flesh and Power Strike like no one's business. I mean, really, I'm going to be giving him more Iron Flesh for a very specific reason. And the reason for that is that I literally want him to be unkillable. I mean, I'm sure he is definitely going to be killable in some way or another, but it's going to be super fun to see just how long it takes the opponent to eliminate him, because let's face it, it's going to take them a very long time, I'm going to assume at least. Anyway, let's go for some more power draw for Zyra here. And Agnes has obviously leveled up as well. And here we go. We're going to get some more surgery skill, more wound treatment. And this is all fantastic. There we go. All right. So he's doing fine. Everyone else is looking really, really good. I think what I'm actually going to do is I will stop by probably the Mercenary Guild, or I might go to a tavern nearby. And I'm probably going to get rid of these Elantoran Mercenary Red Guards, because I don't know whether you've noticed, but these guys, they're not that good. They're okay for, you know, the start and maybe for like, you know, early to mid game. But when you start to get a little bit further on and you're going to, you know, start attacking enemy vassals, you really want someone that's a little bit higher level, maybe a little bit better statted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around for some people that can replace these guys, and then I'm going to tell them to disband, and then we're going to have a wonderful time. Or at least we will hope that we'll have a wonderful time. Anyway, what we're going to do now... Okay, what do we have here? Some travel... Oh, yes, that's exactly what I'll do. Yes, I will go and track down Onishi. No, that is not what we are going to do. Do you happen to have another job? No, you don't have another job, you absolute imbecile. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, unfortunately, not going to be able to do anything here. However, we could go into the tavern and see... wait a minute. This is for mercenaries, right? Isn't that for mercenaries? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, tavern drinker, no. These are mercenary shock cavalry. Yeah, not a big fan of any of those. So we will just make our way on over to Galway, because someone has actually told me, not sure if I'm going to be able to, you know, get success on this, but apparently there might be a caravan upgrade in Galway itself. So I'm very much looking forward to checking that out. Hopefully we will be able to get it, because I have enough money to be able to do that now. So let's go into the tavern here. Allendale is following me all over the place. Not sure why he is doing that, but there you go. Anyway, yeah, improvements. Prototype suspect. Ah, there we go. Thank you very much. So that is our last upgrade for the wagon, as far as I can tell. So I'm very, very pleased about that. And I would actually like to purchase some better gear for my... main character here, because he's obviously looking pretty bad. He hasn't got anything particularly amazing, so I'm thinking we'd probably like to do that, wouldn't we? So I'm just going to sell this, sell this, sell this, there we are. All right, wonderful. So now technically what I could buy is I could buy this. I could buy any of this, to be honest. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to actually get levels, you see. That's the main problem here. Ooh, this is a very nice helmet. Okay, I will be buying that helmet. And I will buy... I will buy these boots, and I will buy this chest piece as well. I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, okay, I think we'll do that. There we go. It's going to cost me 18,000, which is quite significant. It is quite significant, but I think worth it for the moment. And I would like to get a new shield. Unfortunately, shield actually requires shield. Yes, as you might expect, it does require shield skill, which is the main reason why my shield is absolutely terrible. So that is something that I will want to spec into. As you can see, I have literally 0 in shield. I'm going to continue speccing into strength as well, for a variety of reasons, because of course we want to make sure that we have the ability to continue upgrading our armor. Hopefully we'll get to around, I'm going to say probably 21, maybe 24 strength. I'm looking forward to that potentially. And otherwise we're just going to be equipping all of these wonderful, wonderful pieces of gear here. And we are going to be in a rather wonderful situation now. All right, so let's actually go into Galway real fast, because what I'd like to do is pick up some money from the landlords and everything, from the moneylenders and so on. And we're just going to go and see if we can have a job here. Grazia Worshippers. Okay, I'll try to do this. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. Right, okay. So they are nowhere in sight. Oh no, there they are. Okay, so we can actually see them on the map. Oh, that's interesting. That's very cool. I like the fact that they have added that function, because otherwise it's absolutely impossible to find these guys. No, don't attack them. Are you serious, Tauranian scoundrel? I bet he's going to get there. Oh, no. No. Oh, we got him. We got him. All right. Very nice indeed. Thankfully, well, I mean, he's joining us, which to be fair, I'm not really a big fan of him joining us in this particular fight, but I mean, it just makes it easier for us, doesn't it? And we are still going to get the credit for the quest, and that is all that I'm really wanting here. So I'm not that hard up, am I? So no, it should be absolutely fine. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to get some kills here. I'm actually wondering whether there's some weird thing going on with some of my troops, because it seems like whenever I turn my camera towards my own forces, I seem to have some problems with it. Anyway, we might have some issues here. As you can quite clearly tell. Oh, no. Okay, well, yeah, that is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, thankfully, I should be able to deal with these guys without too many problems. I'm just going to back into my own forces. My shield seems to be holding up pretty nicely. Silavethiel's coming in there, Maidens of War, and all of my other troops should be perfectly fine. But yeah, you could see just how difficult this mace is actually to use when used as a one-handed. It's just very, very slow. Now that I have the appropriate strength, however, I think I might want to switch over to the other mace, because that is only a one-handed weapon. And I don't know whether you know this. Not sure if you do, but, well, whatever the case, if you don't, one-handed / two-handed weapons, obviously because they are primarily, you know, they're versatile. It's a versatile weapon. However, they, when wielded in the one-handed stance, are going to be, as far as I'm aware, is it 25 or 33% slower to swing than a regular one-handed weapon. So that is something to bear in mind. So, yeah, that's actually something that I really should be very careful of. Anyway, there we go. We're just going to take a bunch of this. And, yeah, taking loot actually is not even really necessary for me right now. I probably shouldn't even bother with doing that, to be honest. But considering we're doing these tasks anyway, I'm thinking to myself, well, why not? You know, why not? Anyway, here we go. We can now go back into the Guildmaster, and he can say, yes, look at you. Look at what you've done. Yes, we've done something amazing. And now we can maybe get a tannery. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Look at that, 2,900. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you very much. Okay, so that enterprise is now going to be up and running relatively soon, hopefully. And now we can continue to move on to Velanaz. And yeah, what I'd actually like to do, by the way, is become a vassal. Yeah, I'd actually like to become a vassal, but of course, becoming a vassal does have a bunch of drawbacks associated with it. And the number one drawback is that, well, we're going to be at war against a lot of people, I'm going to assume. We're going to be at war against quite a few people, and I don't know whether I really want to do that just yet. So the question that I'm posing to you right now is, should I play a bunch more off-screen? Should I play some off-screen and, whoa, these guys want to murder me. Okay, we're going to have to leave some people behind, unfortunately. Okay, let's just run away very quickly. Yeah, see, now that's the problem. Zeladek, those kinds of guys are the issue here. They're going to be way too difficult for us to deal with, but thankfully they are easily able to be outrun, so that's, that was a little bit problematic. Okay, hopefully I didn't lose too many of my really, really good units, but I guess it just frees me up to get some more, you know, to get some more really, really good people. Anyway, as I said, becoming aggressive towards a number of other factions, if you become a vassal, that is the main drawback there. And also the fact that, well, you do have the opportunity to gain a fief. Gaining a fief is actually very good, because apparently someone did tell me that if you have a village, villages are capable of giving you significant gains. And I'm talking significant here. So that's definitely something that I'm very much looking forward to. But we've also got to think about, no, I'm not going to take on Zeladek. Are you serious? Yeah, anyway, we've also got to think about the fact that if we do have a village, it is then going to be possibly attacked. It's probably going to be attacked, all things considered. Wow, only 61,000, really? Only 61,000? Okay, well, that's kind of sad, but anyway, there's 23,000 here. That's looking much, much better. We've got all the improvements to the caravan now, which is very nice. Let's buy some land here while we have the ability to do so. And yeah, so as I say, it is going to be attacked eventually at some point, and when it is attacked, we're going to have some issues. because then we're going to have to defend it, and if we're unable to defend it, then we're going to lose a very significant portion of our income, so that's obviously going to be a bit of a problem. Anyway, that is probably going to be it for this episode. So do let me know about whether you would like to see more of this kind of content where we're running back and forth, we're doing tournaments, and we're doing, you know, tasks to get relation with people in that particular town, and so on. This is basically just getting my economy up and running. So if you'd like to skip that and not really get too much of an overview of that kind of content, then by all means let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to be speccing another point into shield, because shield is going to be very, very important for us in the end, at least in my opinion. I'd like to get to around 4 shield. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.